Hello out there, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about this classic 1971 film directed by Hal Ashby called Harold and Maude, starring Ruth Gordon and Bud Cort. This is a recent Paramount Presents 4K Blu-ray release, and what a terrific film. This is definitely a flick that deserves Paramount's care and precision when it comes to releasing it on Blu-ray. It had been a Criterion release, and the resolution there was, I believe, 2K. So this is the first 4K Blu-ray release of this film. And they, Paramount that is, have done a terrific job with this transfer and the packaging. As you can see, the slipcase is rather cool. It's got an excellent little bit of poster art there. And then, of course, the slipcase comes off, and you've got the cover art there, and then when you open it, there's some additional artwork, stills and so forth from the film, as well as some disc art. So this is a really interesting film in that I had seen it once previously, and I remembered liking it, but I didn't really totally enjoy it. I thought it was okay. I know that it had been sort of, part of the zeitgeist of early 1970s cinema, and of course Hal Ashby is a terrific director who sadly never got the kudos that I think he deserved. He of course did I believe Coming Home and also Being There as well, but this film is one that really hit me quite effectively, to be honest. After just recently watching it, it's just a film that is many things going on. It is a film that I think warrants a watch at different points in your life, because you're going to get different things out of it. Initially, when I had seen it, I thought it was quirky. The sort of black, very dark humor regarding suicide, and of course the taboo subject of the May December in reverse, age discrepancy between both Bud Cort and Ruth Gordon, Harold and Maude respectively. I mean, that's all fine, but I think what I gained upon watching it again is just how incredibly beautiful the film is. It's really a film that says, get out there, mix it up, make mistakes, because that is how you learn and how you grow. And I think there's a tendency in today's society to basically always be on your best, be perfect, which of course is a fool's errand, which is not to say that you don't try your best and concentrate and give effort. I don't think that's the message at all. I think it's more about being okay with making mistakes and learning from them, and not treating them as like basically the sort of end-all be-all sort of drama that we all sort of ascribe them to be. I think this society in particular is just so incredibly amped up to the point where we can't even have a false utterance that might go astray. I think that this film really does say something quite profound, in my opinion, about life and the impermanence of life and the beauty in that. It really hit me this last viewing, and the comedy is just gold. It's so well done, it's so deadpan, and of course the elephant in the room is that having seen several Wes Anderson films over the last 20 years, 25 years actually, what really hit me was how essentially he has cribbed from this playbook from pretty much his first film onward, which isn't to say that he's not a talented director in his own right. He clearly is, but I think that he owes a great debt to Hal Ashby and Harold and Maude, and I think he would probably be full-hearted in his agreement of that statement. It's really a film that I think was ahead of its time, and I think it has so many things to say about youth and old age, and about living despite the fact that we make mistakes, that it's just a film that has absolutely held up here 50 years on. So with that, I would just say that if you've never seen it, I would strongly encourage you watch it. And if you are a fan, and even if you're not, maybe you haven't watched it yet, this film is worth a blind buy. Paramount Presents has done a terrific job with this transfer. The other thing I was going to comment on was that apparently there's a director's, or not a director's commentary, there is an audio commentary with none other than Cameron Crowe, who apparently is a huge fan of the film, and one other individual. There's also a lovely interview with Cat Stevens that was, I think, recently produced, and he talks about the soundtrack, which I almost forgot to mention. The Cat Stevens soundtrack is terrific. It goes so well with this movie. You know, it really does just work. This film just flat out works. I give it an A+. It is basically a perfect film for what it's trying to do. So on that note, please take care, everyone, and until the next time, sayonara.